So Joanne Robinson was riding on the bus. She had just came down from Georgia to teach at Alabama State University, right? And so she was in charge of this politically inclined women's group. She was over at the university, at the college at the time. The bus is empty, and at this time, the bus is the main source of transportation. That's why the bus boycott is such a big deal, because this is the main source. So she was on the bus, and she just got out of school, she just got out of work, teaching geography at the college, and running the women's group. She all up in her head, the bus is empty, and the buses are segregated at the time because Jim Crow. It said that you can't have the races intertwined, intermingled, whatever. Everybody gotta have their own little separate space or whatever. And that was included on the bus as well, even though it was the main source of transportation. White people sat in the front, there was a neutral middle, and black people were in the back. But if there were no white people on the bus, typically it wasn't so unheard of, it wasn't all that uncommon to get to sit where you want to sit if there were no white people on the bus. Anywho, the people on the bus, the wheels going round and round, and Joanne, she's sitting in the section where the white people supposed to sit because there's no white people on the bus. And the bus driver said, "Oh, hold up, no, gal, you get up from over there. You get your ass to the back," he says. And she says, "What's up?" "All right." So she goes. But see, he don't know that she is the political group leader, right? Anywho, he berated her. She went on to the back and she was like, I got this. Don't even worry about it. I ain't tripping because I ain't one of them. So she go holler at the girls over there at Alabama State College because they bad. Like, they like, oh, we in politics, because up until this point, this group had been more of like it was more centered and focused around, what was it? Oh yeah, getting black women registered to vote and involved in the process itself. Not even so much of like actually having like an agenda. That was the agenda. The agenda was just getting you registered to vote and making that normalized for you in the 1940s, where this is what it is. Well, what it's not, because it showed like 2021, and she over there, she like, yeah, we gonna do this, we ain't having this shit, this shit ain't right. I ain't come all the way from the farm to Georgia, come over here and deal with this dumbass shit, here we go. Boom, like this idea is starting to circulate. The girl said, we ain't having this, I feel you, sis. We ain't gonna take this shit wet. Okay, so in comes Miss Claudette, right? Claudette Cole. Claudette was on some shit like, I feel y'all, I'm radical, I'm down with it, I'm a hot girl. These versions of hot girls, these are political girls. We getting involved, we going to vote, we going to knock shit down, like fuck that, we ain't taking this shit, Nope, freedom rules, bow. So, period. Claudette, she on the bus, wheels on the bus going round and round, and this time, she was sitting somewhere where she could have sat, right? So I think in the middle or the back of the bus, but white people got on the bus and talk about, ooh, girl, you need to move. She's saying, no, I ain't going nowhere. And so the girl's like, you are going to move. Get up, I need this seat. And Claudette said, no, man, you're not going. You can have a seat if you like. That way they just say, oh, bus driver, please come and help me. The bus driver say, gal, what are you doing? Didn't this nice white lady tell you to get your ass up? Are you saying you not gonna get up? And she said, no, sir, I'm not. Come, sir, but I'm not gonna move. He said, oh, gal. So here he go. Mind you, everybody got somewhere to go. So he stops the whole bus because He wants to get this lady to move for the seat. Like, they probably was only going a couple stops. I mean, I don't know. She could have set her ass down. So the little cop man come on the bus. Cop man come on the bus. Cop man like, you're under arrest. She's like, sir, it's my constitutional right. And so, you know what I'm saying? Everybody watching this happen like, girl, look at her. She ain't getting it. Everybody on some shit like, well, why you can't just get off the bus? And other people like, why you just can't keep going? And other people like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. The girls are sitting there like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. The girls is everybody. The girl, So the girl get arrested and it starts to make, it's, you know, everybody like, girl, guess what happened? Guess what happened on the bus? Guess what happened on the bus? Guess what happened? You know what I'm saying? Start going out NAACP. The NAACP, you know, they big dogs at this point. They like, big steppers, like we coming through. Like they had the audacity to roll down, like to actually to break a system. We out here getting educated, y'all out here burning our houses down, bombing our shit, taking everything, just cause y'all mad cause we stepping up after y'all done had us down for so long. And they on some shit like, fuck that nigga. NAACP come down, they like, oh shit, man, what they did on girl? Oh hell no, they didn't rough sis up, Look how they did her. Because they wasn't nice to Claudette. They was on some shit like, bitch, get your ass up. NAACP been on this shit, like they been on this shit, man. We need to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point, this is movements, like all types of like, these white people don't know what's going on. How dare these? What the fuck is going on? You think BLM got some shit on what these black people was doing, but this shit wasn't normal? Like, nah, black people was like, nah, nigga, we coming through, we taking what's ours. Like, fuck this shit, bitch. It wasn't even so much this ours, it was more so this is ours too. Which is kind of the same as like, Black Lives Matter. We matter too, the fuck. We gotta be all behind the shit. And people was like, yeah, man, we should use it as a catalyst for this movement on some boycotting this shit, on like getting ready, because we need to boycott because the bus is the main source of moving around. And so there's a huge, you know, this is money. This is big money coming in. Like big money coming in. So they've been like, man, we really need to boycott this shit. But see the thing with Claudette had a few problems that prevented her from being a catalyst. Miss Girl, she was dark skinned. She was 15, was pregnant by a married man. So in steps, Aunt Rosa. Aunt Rosa come in and she on some, they did one to my baby. They did who? Because Rosa was a secretary at NAACP, so she getting all the tea. She know more tea than anybody. She the one that's deciding on what tea to tell. Claudette is, she's pregnant by a married man, she's 15, like just X, like 3 strikes you out, like we cannot use you. Because the white people would have used that as an ulterior motive to dismiss what these people were trying to do. Like, look who they got a hot girl up there. Claudette's thing, like, so like, yeah, man, this what happened to me, I ain't Rosa, this what they happened to me. And so Rosa was like, all right, big girl, all right, here we go. So she ain't telling nobody, she ain't telling nobody. So she get off work one day, and you know what I'm saying, Aunt Rosa, she's a pretty little thing by standard. You know what I mean? She's dignified, she's soft-spoken, well-spoken, she's lighter skinned, she's long, luxurious locks, she is married, she's involved in the NAACP, so she got a connection, she know people, she know everybody, and you know, educated black people are a small, very small group of people. And Rosa was part of this group, right? They had all the technology and shit. These are doctors, these are lawyers, these are PhDs, this is the people. So Rosa was some shit like, all right, she bust out, hey Mabel, hey Joe, hey Leroy. So Aunt Rosa get on the bus with Mabel. No, she ain't get on the bus with Mabel because Mabel was tripping. So she get on the bus with Robert Freeman. So, you know, it's Aunt Rosa, is Robert Freeman, is Leroy Brown, and so it's Robert Freeman, Leroy Brown, Robert Freeman. So ain't Rosa get on the bus with Robert Freeman and Leroy Brown, right? And they're gonna sit in the middle because, like I said, the black people can sit in the middle because it's a neutral section. So some white man trying to come sit down in where they supposed to be sitting at, and ain't Rosa like to make sure she was cute, you know. So hey, Rosa, she get all prim and proper, you know. She come down, she like this, she like this. Here you come. Here you come. And so the big bad wolf, the bus driver, talk about some, you know the story, get out the seat, get out the seat, get out the seat, get out the seat. And she on some, no. He say, girl, what you say? She say, She said she ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? She said she ain't moving. Y'all know the story. She said she ain't moving. She ain't moving. She ain't getting up nowhere. She ain't getting up nowhere. Everybody like, girl, get off the bus, get off the bus. The other two, they got up. So at this point, the people, the one who needed somewhere to sit, he had somewhere to sit. He wanted to sit where she was sitting. See, they ain't tell you that part. So the white man needed somewhere to sit. They got their ass up. He should have set his ass right there. So the bus driver was like, you ain't gonna move. You ain't gonna move. You ain't gonna move. You ain't gonna move. And she said, no, I ain't gonna move. I ain't gonna move. I ain't gonna move. He gonna get off the bus like, hey, officer, I got this dumb nigga on the bitch on the bus. She don't want to get up off her seat. Everybody on the bus like, what do you say? Where he go? Where he go? Rosa like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Oh shit, that's what she's saying in her head, because you know she's sitting there like this. But she in her head like, oh shit, this shit about to go down. It's about to go down. Because it's already buzzing. She breaking NAACP, so she know it's already hot. She know they looking for a catalyst. She know they looking for a story. She's like, oh shit, this about to be good. So the officer get on the bus, he all like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Now I got the arrest. I got to take you to jail. And so she said, why do y'all treat us like second-class citizens? And he said, I don't know, man, but it's the law, so you got to go. And so she say, all right, do what you gotta do. So she get up, she go to jail, you know what I'm saying? She get a little booking picture, she ain't smiling, y'all can see the picture. So by this point, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's there, everybody like, oh shit, girl, y'all heard what happened? Y'all heard what happened? Y'all heard what they did to Rosa? Y'all heard what they did to Miss Parks? Y'all heard what they did to Miss Parks? And so they was like, no, we ain't riding for this. At this point, it's going down. Now, at this point, this then went in the newspaper because this is somebody who's dignified, lighter skin, more well spoken. Like she ain't from the other side of town like Claudette was. She ain't one of them. So here comes Joanne, right? Joanne like, oh hell no, I bet. So here we go. I'm finna pass out these flyers. So she passed out all these flyers, right? All these flyers. And it was supposed to be a one-day bus boycott. She knew that the people were gonna lose a lot of money. The bus system was gonna lose a lot of money because this is a huge source of income. So if you take away about 50% of their income, what happens? Boom! So, probably more like 60%. But even better, right? So she came out, like, hell nah, we ain't riding that bus. So didn't nobody ride the bus for the one day, right? Everybody was like, hell yeah, I ain't riding that bitch tomorrow either. So they ain't riding the bus. The bus go round. The wheels of the bus going round and round, but ain't no black people on it. There ain't no black people on it. Black people ain't on the bus because they like, fuck this shit. We tired of this shit. So black people, they start mobilizing. You know, there are black people cards and there are some friendly white people. You know what I'm saying? Not all the white people are evil, but most of them, especially at that time, were. Yeah, the white people were bad. They wasn't nothing nice. So there's carpooling going around, you know, people helping people out who can because they tired of this shit. They done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? When they were boycotting the buses, they wasn't riding no buses. We ain't riding a motherfucking thing. We ain't riding shit. And, you know, a lot of the bus drivers got laid off or whatever. Guess what happened? They got hired as cops. And guess what they went and did besides harassing black people? Harass black people on the roads. They were out there giving them tickets because, like I said, they were carpooling. And so they was out there just giving frivolous tickets. And you know what I'm saying? And that kept the funding of the opposition going on strong. They carpooling. And they go, oh, wait. this shit really working. This shit really working. And at this point, it's starting to make national news. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King, they came down. He's put down as the organizer of this boycott. Dr. King say, we ain't riding this bus. We are here for justice. We are here for our children to be equal. We are here for our children to be safe. We are here for our children to have a future. We are here for our children to be great. At this point, it's about 52,000 people protesting. Like we ain't riding no bus. 52,000 people that the bus system relies on. 52,000 people. And these people are like, we ain't riding no bus. And then what happened? Brown versus Board of Education come in, right? And Brown versus Board of Education basically said that it was no longer allowed for the schools to be separate but equal. Like, separate but equal was some bullshit. That's what the Supreme Court said. Supreme Court, law of land, you can't do that shit no more. Now, nigga, everybody gonna be together and equal. That's the standard. So the people in Montgomery are like, oh, this shit, we say that's right, here we go, that's what we need. So they use that as the catalyst to get their cause going on, because in comes Fred Gray. Fred Gray is like, he's an attorney, and he's basically on some shit like, listen, I got y'all, this is what we finna do. Y'all finna shut this down. We finna move on. Black people finna be equal. We finna be riding on buses again. Whatever. We finna be able to sit where we want to sit, because they got us fucked up. We are basically funding this, and you gonna come in here treating us, roughing us up, because they ain't rough Rosa up, but they roughed everybody else up. They was real delicate with Rosa. Rosa was just on something like, oh, they gonna play her like that, but watch me use what I got to get what we want. Oh, Fred Gray came in. Fred Gray was on some shit like, nah, I bet. We going to the Supreme Court. I ain't trying this at the state level. He was like, I ain't even finna fuck with this state shit. That's little dog. And we want a big dog. We doing big dog shit around here. Fred Gray was on something. We doing big dog. Big dog. He went to the U.S. Capitol to the Supreme Court, and he took his case. Browder versus Gale basically said that, y'all gotta stop this shit. It is illegal and unconstitutional for you all to have segregated modes of transportation. So, bus boycott ends because of Browder versus Gale. Bow.